The world needs more food and thus more fertilizer. Time to think about potash. Potash or potash ash, or colloquially potash salt, are likely to become increasingly important in the future. An essential ingredient in fertilizers, potash is an important strategic mineral that has been in the headlines lately due to the impact of the war in Ukraine and the overwhelming role of potash producers in Russia and Belarus, which account for about 30% of global production. The North American producers Mosaic and Nutrien and the Canadian production of the German potash giant K&S account for another 30% or so. The rest is shared by the world. Production is concentrated in a few companies: Nutrien, Mosaic, Belaruskali from Belarus, and the Russian company Uralkali, which account for more than half of global supply. Potash is a bulk business subject to long-term contracts with regionally varying prices. The main buyers of potash are the largest agricultural producers: China 22%, the US 18%, Brazil with 12%, Europe 17%, India and South Asia 20%, and Southeast Asia with 8%. Demand for potash has been steadily increasing and is estimated to reach about 44 million tons globally in 2023 and 90 million tons by 2030. Potash prices jumped after the invasion of Ukraine in early 2022. This makes future exploration and the discovery of new deposits all the more important. This is where a new company comes in. Millennial Potash, led by experienced CEO Fahad Abbasov. The team around Mr. Abbasov is almost the same as the one that successfully developed Millennial Lithium and sold it to Lithium Americas for over $490 million in early 2022. The company holds a number of exploration licenses in Gabon, where previous owners defined a JORC-compliant resource of 1.67 billion tons of potash. The team has strong experience in potash project discovery and divestment. Its two previous projects in Canada and Ethiopia sold for $325 million and $128 million respectively. The recent drop in prices from the high wartime prices of early 2022 has caused some producers to halt plans to expand production. It looks like we are back at the bottom of a potash cycle. If you are interested in investing in commodities, stocks, crypto, indices, or bonds, you should definitely try Dukascopy. You can invest with us just one click, starting from $1. Sounds good, right? Simply scan this QR code or check the link in the description below to get started. Fill out the form and then make a video call with a Dukascopy operator. That's all you need to do to open your Dukascopy bank account. Your Swiss bank account with Dukascopy will be ready to use the same day. You can also purchase different commodities using our platform. Some large mining groups such as BHP and Anglo American are planning major investments in their new potash mines in Canada and the UK respectively. Given these strong fundamentals, demand for new potash deposits from strategic buyers will most likely remain robust for some time. Millennial Potash's Banio potash project covers 1,238 square kilometers on the coast. Gabon has a long tradition of metal mining and is the fifth largest oil and gas producer in Africa. A number of major oil companies, including Total and Shell, as well as mining companies such as Fortescue and Eramet, have made significant investments in Gabon. Gabon has the third highest GDP per capita in Africa and has recently revised its mining code to make it more attractive in order to diversify its economy, which is heavily geared towards oil and gas production, and joined the British Commonwealth in 2022. Millennial Potash shares were hit hard by recent news of a military coup in Gabon on 30th August this year. However, in the meantime, it seems that they have gone back to business as usual, which is not surprising, because no matter who is in power, they need jobs, taxes, and foreign exchange. Millennial Potash is working on its drilling program and on the preparation of an NI 43-101 resource estimate, which should be completed by the end of the year. The coastal location also benefits Banio from a logistical point of view. Potash mines need access to good transport facilities. The nearest port of Majumba is 40 kilometers from Banio and can be easily reached by road and/or barge and possibly by pipeline. Majumba is currently undergoing a major upgrade led by a joint venture between the Republic of Gabon and the African Conservation Development Group, with private sector funding for the sustainable development of southern Gabon, including the port of Majumba. Given the recent change of government, it is worth noting that the investment agreement for this project does not request funds from the Gabonese government. This project will dramatically increase the capacity of the port, and the new port facilities are expected to be operational from the end of 2025, in time for the development of the Banio project. There is another locational advantage to a potash project in West Africa. Africa, it is much better positioned to supply some of the world's largest potash consumers such as Brazil and Asia than the major producers in Europe, Russia and Canada. If the mine were operating now, it could sell to Brazil, which currently pays around $400 per ton for potash. This price compares favorably with preliminary estimates of likely production and transportation costs, which should total about $100 per ton for Banio. Further studies like feasibility study, preliminary engineering, pilot project will be conducted in late 2024 and 2025, with a final production decision expected in early 2025. Fertilizer is becoming increasingly important, and we see Millennial Potash as a speculative entry opportunity with a target price of $1 Canadian per share. I'm Jochen Steiger, Swiss Resource Capital AG, in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.